Right, welcome to lesson 2. In this lesson I want to look at the merging of cells in the table, shading in cells, putting the cell border, and looking at grid lines, so a little bit of formatting. So once again, to recap, if I click off my table, you'll see two tabs disappear. If I click on my table, we have table design and table layout. Right, we're going to move to table layout for now. And I want to put in a heading, so I'm going to go to my merge cells or my merge grouping, and I can merge a cell, I can split a cell, I can also split a table. So I'm going to merge these cells, and then I'm going to type in a name, let's say travel bookings 2023. Okay, so I want to make this a little bit more user-friendly, so I'm going to go to my table design, and in my table styles, and let me just show you this quickly. You can choose different styles that you want. They're preset, so that is something quite useful. But I'm going to carry on formatting my table myself, doing it manually. So in this cell over here, I'm going to click on shading, and I'm going to choose that color. And then these cells, I'm going to choose, say, that color over there. Okay, so it just makes it stand out a little bit more. I can also go and change the font, going back to home and choosing to make my font a little bit bigger. I can choose the color of the font that I want. I'm quite happy with using the black. Okay. Then let's say I want to highlight all the people who are going to Johannesburg. I want to put a certain color border around that. So once again, I'm going to go to table design, and in my border grouping, you've got border style, you've got the line style that you want to use, and you've also got the weighting. And then you have your pen color, and then you have a border painter. So I can also choose, and we'll have a look at this now, the different types of borders that I want to put in as well. But for now, I'm going to stick with that particular style. I'm going to keep that at that style, and I'm going to change the weighting, say, to 1.5. And the minute I do that, you can see that my border painter automatically is no longer grayed out, and you see the little pen has appeared. So I'm going to undo. Okay, so I'm going to take that off. You can see normal cursor. The minute I go and I'm going to choose my pen color, and let's make it red. The minute I do that, my border painter is no longer grayed out and my cursor changes to a pen. The nice thing now is that I can go and click on each individual cell and click on each of the borders around the cell, and you see that the color will change. So I'm going to click there, 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 and there. And if I wanted to put a border around these numbers, I could do the same. So this is quite nice to make your information stand out a little bit. I might want to change, make it stand out a little bit more. So you notice that it doesn't automatically update. You have to physically go and click on each cell and change each border. Okay, I click off my border painter. Then if I want to maybe not have grid lines showing, so I can go to my borders and I can choose to have a bottom border, top border, and you'll notice what's happening is that it's taking the borders that I went and customized over here. All borders, outside border, inside border, or as we did previously, we went and clicked on each cell because I wanted just those two cells to be highlighted. I could say I want no borders. So there are various options. Then I can also click on View Grid Lines and click on taking off my grid lines as well. Okay, so if I had no borders, let's take no borders, and then if I view my grid lines, you can see the little dotted lines that appear. Let's make this a little bit bigger. See the little dotted lines that appear, which makes it a little bit easier for when I'm working. I might want to click over here and say no borders altogether, and no grid lines, and view grid lines. This is just for when I'm formatting. If I go to File and I click Print, you can see that none of the grid lines actually show. Okay.